Hey, JobDrops here, where you get news and views on jobs teachers don't tell you, and today we'll be covering web developers. Now, who is a web developer? What is it? So, web developers are responsible for creating websites. Fairly simple. When these artists do their jobs well, everything about a site seems to fit together superbly, from the colors and graphics to the images and special effects, or animation to those in the know, to the navigation. So the job includes meeting with clients, asking broad questions like what do you want your site to accomplish? Big Drop Inc. as a web development company in New York City involves multi-step process which includes innovating a new design, writing the code and the animation if needing, checking for bugs and fixing them, presenting them to the client with a test site and moving the site to the client's server. The biggest shift in the industry is mobile technologies, says Andrew Register, leading technology coordinator at MaxBurst Inc. We have to make sure our sites don't look good on the desktops, but also on Androids and iPhones. So what's the ranking? Web developers are ranked number 6 in best technology jobs, and these are according to the ability to offer exclusive mix of factors. So they're also ranked number 23 in best STEM job, that is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. It's the latest craze. So how much does a web developer make? Web developers can make an average salary of about $67,990. That's about the mid-range. About $49,000 might be a starting salary or even greater. And $93,000 if you're been in the industry for at least 5 years, so like a senior web developer. The Bureau of Labor Statistics, we see that web developers make an average of about $69,430 per year. And according to them, about 1 in 6 web developers work in computer system environment and related services industry in 2016. About 1 in 6 were about considered themselves self-employed. And it may include industries including publishing, management, consulting, and advertising. So, for example, publishing, like for example, Amazon, those big companies like Amazon, Google, and such. Job outlook. Employment of web developers is projected to grow 15% from 2016 to 2026, much faster than the average for all occupants, and demands will be driven by the growing popularity of mobile devices and e-commerce. And they say the requirements include range from a high school diploma to a bachelor's degree. And to be honest, you actually don't really need a bachelor's degree, especially now because many universities aren't actually keeping up with this field. In fact, this industry is so fast-paced that most universities can't even keep up and are still teaching technologies that are from the 1990s, essentially. Web developer salaries, an average of $75,487 according to Glassdoor. And of course, you have the junior developer making about $65K on average, as an entry levels can probably be about 72. But I advise when you're applying for jobs, it doesn't matter if it's junior, senior web developer, entry developer, or even web designer. Just apply to all those titles, because HR actually, when they write up their little description, most times they not even sure what they actually need. Here on the Indeed.com, of course, we have a junior web developer postings for them. We even have front-end developer, which is a subfield within web development. I'll probably talk about that in a future video. So you have a description of a junior PHP developer. You must have knowledge of data sets using SQL and collaborating with teammates, which you can probably learn on the job, because most times you probably won't be collaborating when you're just learning. Of course, they want you to have some PHP and gain some SQL knowledge. Well, of course, you can teach yourself. So somehow, just having a basic amount of PHP and SQL will work for most times. Just ensure you have this coding portfolio, which is very important in the web development world. So what are some of the tools and needs of becoming a web developer? You have this tool called Web Developer on Google Chrome. It allows you to Have some basic web development tools, including layouts, which is important in responsive web development. That means being able to create a website that allows to conform to specific screen sizes like a PC, your laptop, and even your phone. So you need some resources on what to learn and tools in order to use them. So we have the 100 awesome web development tools resource. I'll provide the link in the description. Great. So it provides links to JavaScript libraries you might want to know. Just try to focus on at least one. jQuery is probably the one you want to do first, and then maybe something like React or DG3S. And there is a lot of tools on it, and front-end frameworks, very important. I advise you to learn Bootstrap. It's probably one of the easiest to learn as a responsive web design. And Stack Overflow, good place to ask questions and have your different issues solved. And more than likely, your issues probably has already been solved. So before you post a question, try to search it and see if it's already there. Also, for the backend of learning web development, PHP and Python would be good options. Can learn either one. I advise you could learn Python because it's fairly easy. All you do is just type in Python, and on Google they'll tell you exactly where to go. Typically more as in the broader range of programming, which I'll cover in a future video. Right, some free resources to start learning web development. First off, you have Code Academy, which teaches you various web development. Free Code Camp, created by a web developer for persons aspiring to become web developers. Really good site. It teaches you front end, the back end, and some amount of data science. So ensure to sign up and check them out. Web development on Udemy. First option you see is the Web Developer Bootcamp by Colt Steele. Coach to various coding bootcamps. He's a great source to look into. Also, Joanna Schmetman. He has a JavaScript course. I advise you to probably buy it if you can. Those are two excellent courses for web development. And if you're needing to learn a front-end framework, React is all on the rage. But of course, you just want to focus on the basics. So buying this course alone is sufficient as a beginner. Now for YouTubers to follow, Coding Phase. This guy gives you tips and tricks in web development field, as well as he promotes his own learning platform called codingphase.com. Try to check him out, subscribe to him. He does almost daily lunch chats and helps new web developers to guide them on the way. Krishan, another web developer, he does vlogging videos about his web development life and how it's changed for the better. Here's one, Roseberry, a female web developer. About similar content, gives you tips and tricks how to apply, how to get things done, and she even shows you some of the behind the scenes work she has to do for a job. Joshua Fluke also gives you a lot of great tips, tricks on how to branding yourself, and even if you don't want web development as a full-time job, he encourages it as a sufficient side hustle. Also, these people will all tell you that you don't have to have a degree. They didn't even have a degree. They just started from scratch. They just taught themselves, and now they have full-time jobs as web developers. All right. Here's JobDrops. I hope you enjoy the content. Please like, share, and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the next video.